Oh yeah, but Contrapoints. I meant to say, my bad. And I think she deleted everything because it's Contrapoints, so of course she did. But it really just goes into additional bonus rounds of what I was saying earlier, which is how to say this: people dumb. But yeah, fucking Contrapoints is basically on the same thing. I think she's deleted all of her goddamn tweets. Which Contrapoints, fucking stop deleting your fucking tweets. I think I took screenshots of them, but I have no idea where they are. I can't find them. I took screenshots of all sorts of shit. I try to do it every time. Is this it? Is this one? Yes. Okay. Jesus Christ. I did find one of them. Let's see. It's really easy to caricature the anti-electoralist left as online misanthropes whose politics is firebomb a Walmart and then not firebombing a Walmart. It would help to dispel that myth if they were more vocal about what specifically their methods have achieved. We're all frustrated that the Democrats aren't stronger, more effective, further left, savvier about strategy. But the Democrats can at least point to some significant accomplishments in the last 4 years. Major climate bill, infrastructure investment, nominating Justice Jackson. What has the anti-electoralist left accomplished in the same time frame? I remember in 2020 a lot of mutual aid funds going around for protesters and people hit by the pandemic. That counts as an achievement. What else? Anything on the level of influence as a major climate bill? As someone terrified by the prospect of Trump returning to power, can you reassure me that there's a plausible direct action / non-electoralist means of stopping him that's more likely to succeed than electing Biden / Harris? Because if not, I think you're a LARPer. And no, posting a picture of me next to Hillary does not count as an argument. She better not have fucking deleted that because that's a goddamn certified club banger. Did I check my tax folder? I just did. That tweet screen cap is just nestled between the two most raw fucking pictures you've ever seen. I can't even describe what was in them. It would literally melt your fucking face off. Death alone. Let's see. I gotta make sure nobody's saying anything. And Westside Live notices. Okay, cool. But yeah, that's the thing right now. And you should be irritated with call your creators out on this. Tell them to shut the fuck up about this doomer bullshit. Tell the creators, start fights. Unironically, in other creators' chats, don't say it was me, and I'm not telling you anyone. But literally, if someone starts complaining and doomering about the election, but they don't have solid materialist responses to what else they should do, they're just doing propaganda for the GOP. That's it. That's it. You're just doing GOP propaganda. With all due respect, I don't see it any other way. I really don't. Because if you're just making people question the efficacy of voting because they're not and somehow connecting in people's minds this presumption of immediacy in policy that doesn't exist in any other context where like, okay, so you did something and you get it immediately. Like if you have to not pay attention to any politics, because if you hear these people when they pass their bills right, left, or the other, they will say, this is the culmination of decades of work. This is the culmination of years of work and compromise. This is the culmination of life. Because we are a fucking republic of 50 states in a series of territories that have a series of different voting regulations, if any, of people that live in different biomes, economies, of different backgrounds, of different ethnicities, everything. And we are actually managing 375 million people to go through government upheaval once every 4 years without absolutely slaughtering tens of thousands of their countrymen, which used to be how you did things back in the day. You'd have one king that held their thumb on the fucking on the top of the castle so it didn't fall apart, and then they would move it, and then it would be 4 years of bloody warfare and balkanization, and then the inevitable reconquering through incest and violence of old lost territories. Like, that's how we used to do it back in the day. So when you don't get what you want, you don't get it. It's democracy. it sucks, but it's better than slitting your neighbor's throat every time you don't get your way and then still not getting your way. That's just the case. And you should call out your streamers. Like, literally make this an issue across the entirety of the online left. What are you doing? Literally materialist. I want a literal materialist response to what is going to be a better solution than voting. Literally, what is it? Anything. If they could just do anything, it would be better. Shut the fuck up, you 5-year-old. Adults are talking. Literally. And this childish, if I can't get mine, then why should I participate if I don't get everything I want? Like, because you got to fucking play the game to win, dumb fuck. Every time I play the game, I lose. And every time I don't play the game, I lose. Well, then maybe it's something to do with you. And honestly, your dog shit fucking way that you act, this whiny, pissy, why the fuck isn't everything fucking handed directly to me mindset that a lot of people have when they're like, oh, I went to vote one time and the world didn't change. Like, congratulations, motherfucker. First off, it did. You're just ignoring all the stuff that changed. If you're living in like a coastal state that already had nice shit because you got a fucking well-organized government, let me just tell you right now, shit's fucking changing like crazy in Kentucky. I live in one of the worst states in America. I live in fucking Kentucky. I have been to Eastern Kentucky. If you haven't been to Eastern Kentucky and you call yourself a leftist on the internet, shut the fuck up. If you're an American, at least. If you're not an American. But if you don't know what it's like in Hazard, right? If you don't know what it's like in fucking Harlan County, Kentucky, right now, shit has changed. Shit is changing in Harlan County, which is not a fucking statement people make very often. They're blowing chunks out of the mountainside and building roads, which is a fuckload of money. A fuckload of money to do that, right? More money than you can I'll just tell you right now, Hassan couldn't raise the amount of money you need to cut the side of a mountain away and build a road with a fucking fundraiser every night. You can't take his little house away and fucking pay for a mountainside to get fucking blown apart and a road put in there. And that's like connecting people to their families, connecting people to jobs that they never had access to, letting people leave and get in and out of fucking southern West Virginia. Fucking southwestern West Virginia has now access to the fucking rest of the goddamn country that can't get snowed in with 2 fucking inches or landslided out of existence immediately. So like, that's a whole fucking thing that's happening right now, and you can't take that away. And people don't know about this shit because they're so hyper focused as leftists and as coalition builders on the one thing that they want desperately, which doesn't even fucking affect people. And it's like, I know, like, Israel Palestine is bad. It obviously is, but what do you think you're going to do about it? Do you think you're actually going to pressure Joe Biden into doing what? And like when? And how? And I'm not going to help you because you haven't made a convincing argument to me. I don't know why people think that this shit's valuable. So you're just going to support a genocidal dictator, blah, 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 blah. Like, what the fuck choice do I have? I got to choose between what? Genocide Joe and Donald Trump, who doesn't even need to have genocide appended to his name. Donald Trump wants to fucking start killing Mexicans. Donald Trump, seriously, Donald Trump has said we should send like the American Marines to invade Mexico and start killing fucking drug dealers. Which would be wild. I'll just tell you right now, if you think that's a good idea, shush, okay? Mexico has its own Marines and its own army, and they can't kill all the drug dealers because that's not how you fix drug dealing. It's just not. If you can legalize it today and fucking take the goddamn cartel's profits down to like 10% of what they are. Tyler, they're worse than single issue voters because they are flavor of the month voters. It's fucking embarrassing. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. It's just fucking irritating, really, is what it is. The constant moralizing in the face of material action, the putting ideology before material action, and just understanding what the fuck is going on and what you can and can't do, assessing things through a scientific mind. So many of these lefties are doing this again and again and again, and it's not the entire left, it's not the entire online left, but it's a too significant proportion of voices that need to be smothered right now. And I think I'm going to keep talking about this as we go towards the election and just spread the fucking word, because I feel like I'm going to have to start attacking these people personally to try to shake their fucking, like their viewers' confidence in their content needs to be shaken, because that is actually material action I can take to try to get people to go and vote, which isn't about electing Joe Biden as much as it is electing down ballot people. Because if you don't go vote, if you were telling people to go write in a different candidate other than Joe Biden, but still vote, I would take that over all of the, but no one says that. I just hear, I understand people vote. Go vote. Go vote. Okay, I have to say it. But I don't feel like blah, 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 blah. Go vote, but. You know, you hear that shit again and again and again. But if I could just hear like a material thing, like, hey, go write in Biden's name as fucking Mr. Poopy Butthole or some shit, but make sure you vote in your downvote elections, I would take that 10 times to 1 against what you're already saying and what people are in just this doomering and fucking malding about the sorry state of American politics, like it hasn't been this way for 2 or 3 centuries. Like they're like, oh, this is horrible. You think it's never been this bad? The fuck, people were voting on between, only white landowning men were voting between 2 slave owners at the start of this thing, who were both pro genociding the Indians. Like, you're talking about like a bad choice. Once upon a time, the choice in America was a guy that's raping his slaves and a guy that's not raping his slaves. Both of them are trying to genocide the Native American populace, and both of them don't even have any fucking teeth. That was those were the choices at the beginning of this thing. You know what I mean? Like we just had Jimmy Carter and fucking Barack Obama and Bernie Sanders all sort of run at some point, and like we got 2 out of 3 of those wins, and now people are like, I can only vote for the most morally pure candidate ever. Like, dude, you're voting for an American president, okay? And trust me, you want your vote heard, because people across the world are relying on you to not elect fucking Donald Trump. Donald Trump fucking, you know, if he fucking takes over America, that's not America's problem. You guys know that, right? Like, if it's an American dictatorship, that's not America's problem. That's Canada's problem. That's fucking, you think American conservatives aren't going to fucking Lebensraum Canada? Do you think we're going to fucking like not push down all the way to the Panama Canal if we have fucking sight? They'll start waging wars, because that's what fascists do. They'll start waging wars just to do it. We'll be looking we'll be looking for fucking drug dealers as we're starting to occupy fucking territory in Chile. We will go all the way down. Like, it is voting Donald Trump into office or permitting him to get anywhere near it is an obscenity. So if the Democratic Party is running this one fucking guy, this old ass corpse, just fucking vote for him. Just vote for it. Vote for him and get him in. It's your only hope. That's it. Oh, so that doesn't feel like I got a lot of options. What about a third party candidate? What about one? Where are they? What is it? Fucking brainworms? Jill Stein, who's I know her name because it's just synonymous with clown fucking clown show fucking politics, and I can't recognize her face because she hasn't been on TV enough. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hope you enjoyed